Hello everybody, Astocky here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of the Technicality pack. This is going to be mostly an update video to show you the things that I did off camera. First things first, now this was quite a construction, so I will show and explain what I did. Now this is the generator that I built, and it has no GUI. Now the reason for that is what you have to do is you have to build behind it iron construction blocks, and then you place rotors on them. So I'll go through, just for those of you who don't remember. So that's the recipe for the generator, which is the magnesium that I got, and the copper battery, etc, etc, etc. Then you need to make the iron construction blocks. There we go, the iron construction block, which is iron and glass, and make 4 of those. And then to actually get power, you need your rotor. And there's 3 kinds you can get: copper, aluminium, and titanium. I think these are the lowest, then these, then these. So these aren't too hard, just copper and slab. These are a stone slab with aluminium ingots, and this one is a quartz slab with titanium. So they're obviously the hardest to get. And then you basically just face along and you right click and it places them down. But you can see this water here is fast flowing. And I built it up with obsidian. There's a good reason for that. These things here are sluices. Now I will show you those. S-L-U-I-C-E. A sluice. So it takes another iron construction block, iron bars, and an iron wheel, which is 4 iron around a slab. So you can see quite a lot of resources goes into this, and that recipe actually makes 4 sluices, which is why I've made it this size. Now those rotors now turn and they move the generator, but in order to get them to turn, water has to fall from a height and land on the block behind the sluice. So this is this water tower that I have set up. Now basically this setup has right at the very top 4 source blocks. Nothing else, just 4 source blocks, and they flow all the way to the bottom and they produce the power. The higher it is, the more power it produces. Nice looking setup, hey? So I'm gonna just do a little dive. Now if you look around there, you can see that kind of telltale of blocks of air. Now the reason for that, and that's the reason why this is obsidian, is those sluices produce pressurized water, which is what's actually required to turn this. Unfortunately, every block that is not obsidian, and also the Tinker's Construct one that I made when you melt down like a dozen cobblestone to make 1 block, every other block except for them gets destroyed. So initially it basically just destroyed everything below this, and it's mined down to like Y level 15 is how far it's mined down. So then I built this little bit of obsidian. I didn't put the end bit on, so then the water went over the edge and it just kept mining further out. So you can see like lava down there, because that's how far it's mined down. Just ridiculous what it's done. So I had to build obsidian at the end. Used a lot of obsidian. Now in terms of power, if we watch how much it generates, it only updates once about every 10 seconds. So it doesn't by itself generate enough power to run this continuously, which is just because of this. This drains quicker than it can kind of keep filling it up. So I've turned this off, and I've currently got it just filling this battery, and once it fills it, I can throw a whole lot of bait in there, and then it just seems to work. I've also put these hyperkinetic upgrades in here. They increase the amount of power it uses from, I think, 40 to 100 RF per tick, but they make it much faster. And the recipe for them is 2 sugar, 2 aluminium around a basic, and the basic is just 4 sugar around an iron. So quite cheap, and it really speeds it up significantly. I also built the magmatic dynamo, so I can just place a bucket of lava in to help produce power for that. It's that hungry. And I know I said I wasn't going to use non-mariculture things for mariculture stuff, but I just needed to. I've also tweaked my farm a little bit. I'm now growing coffee beans in here, growing tea here, and those are soybean now. I don't know how to make tofu, but when I work it out, I've heard that tofu is a replacement for meat in pretty much all the good Pam's Harvest Craft recipes. So that'll be awesome. The other downside, of course, is that I can't make any good Pam's Harvest Craft recipes because I haven't got any cows. Now this bowl over here is basically just raw squid that you get from killing squid placed with a bowl, and you eat it, and it heals you 2 chicken bones, but then it gives you a half-eaten bowl. So basically each bowl seems to do like 3.5 or something like that, or maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure exactly how much it does. Rearrange this a little bit because this was getting absolutely full. So lots of stacks of oak, lots of charcoal too. What was the last thing I cooked up over here? It doesn't matter. Heaps more ingots. I basically went through these chests here, took all my ingots out of all my quarries. I went shard hunting as well, because what I would like to do off camera for the next bit is get going with Thaumcraft. Darn it. I thought by moving the bed further away I wouldn't have this issue. I've also, as you can see, added another level to get ready for Thaumcraft stuff. Where's that spider? I can hear him. What else did I do? I set this little contraption up. Darn it. Basically, in the combination of standing... Too lazy to go get that. Basically, with the combination of standing just here, this autonomous activator I had running dust through, and I was actually doing it to get glowstone because I hate getting attacked by zombie pigmen in the nether. I got a little bit of redstone, a little bit of glowstone, a bunch of these. Now these, each 4 of them, so you place 4 in a crafting grid, makes an powdered, iron ore dust, and you can smelt that for 1 ingot, so it's kind of slightly painful. That charges up really well, and then what I do is when that starts to run out, I go over there, get the full one, plug it into the network underneath the solar panel here, and turn that one out there to extract, so it dumps all its power into this one, and then we're good to go. So it's like a portable battery pack. So that works really well for me. That's pretty much everything that I've done off camera. I've cooked up some tea leaves in the tea furnace, in a furnace. Cook up a tea leaf in a furnace, and that has got me all of the good cups of tea that I have. It's just as simple as that. You don't need water or anything, so it's easy tea. But what did I want to do this episode? Well, there's a number of things I want to do. I'm not going to have time to do most of them. I do want to get started with Thaumcraft. So I'm going to really quickly make up a thermometer. So that's easy. What shards do I have the most of? Earth. So there's my thermometer. Let's start scanning everything. So many things I can't scan. Can't do that. So I need regular cobblestone. Darn it. Yep. Yeah, so many things I have to learn. All a job for later. I also need to make myself the starter wand. I think is like that. Like that. And I believe it is just a single stick in the middle. This will actually be kind of handy because now as I kill mobs, I can start to charge my wand up. I really do need to start looking for aura nodes as well. And then my mana steel helmet can actually be upgraded. To that there, the mana steel helmet of revealing, which is just a normal helmet with goggles of revealing attached to them. So that's something I'll be able to get to later. I don't intend to do Thorncraft on camera. I'm going to do it all off camera. Basically, through playing around in a different world, I've got a list of all the things I need to scan the order, like torch, piece of stone, piece of cobblestone, piece of coal, bowl, then do a bit of work on the table. So there's lots of different things like that that I need to do, and I'm going to do it pretty much all off camera so that I can do the fun stuff, which is making things on camera. So we need slabs, planks. I do need 2 of these, don't I? Yeah. It's a good setup recipe because it makes use of all the slabs that you make. I just didn't think of that at the time, so that didn't work for me. What I'm going to do is, this is going to be like my machinesy area. So up here is going to be my magic area. So we're going to start with a research table in the corner. But I'm still missing some more things for that, so now there could very well be an easier way to make this. If there is, I don't know it. Wait, you come from there as well. Can't shift click them in, that's annoying. So I know I need to make a second set of these because the first set goes to making this table up here look absolutely awesome. Bam. Oh, love the look of that thing. And the next thing I need is an arcane work table. But I can't remember how to make it. I think I might need Viz in this wand and then I right click on something. In fact, let's start with the start, because I think I have time for that. I need, fine, I'm just going to take them all. Heap of string. Now I'm pretty sure use of patterns. Shapeless crafting, there we go. 3 paper, a string, and 2 blank patterns. Phew. Okay. I need 3 books. That's going to have to do for now. I need to get this sugarcane replanted. Got my Thormonomicon. Research how you discover things. The Minecraft crash. Oh wait, there we go. Okay. I need to make that first. Then I need to make that. I need to combine some aspects in there. Aspects of magic. What about thaumaturgy? So a heap of research notes I need to get. alchemy, glass files, clay and glass. Gets me 8 files, that's better than the other things. Artifice. Okay, so I just whack a table with a wand. That's pretty straightforward. 3, 1, 2. Why did I... oh man, how do I keep messing this up? Grab that wand. Bam. Beautiful. Look at that. Give me that back. That's got absolutely nothing in it. But I want to keep it on my hotbar so that when I kill things... and I do intend to kill lots of things. So what I know so far. Air, Petitio, Terra, Ignis, Lux, Auto. Right. For that I need to study man. So you can see in the bottom right are all of the tooltips that now come as part of Thorncraft 4. So it basically tells you about pretty much everything and what you need to study. So to get a chest I need plants. To get a bed I need to study tools. Sag mill, need to study crystals. So I think that is absolutely epic. Nothing can be learned from painted glowstone. Need to study things that move. So it gives you like a little hint on everything now. So hopefully, without too much trouble, I'm now going to be able to work out all the things I need to scan. I don't exactly know how it's going to work for me, but fingers crossed it will be fantastically brilliant. And everything will just be awesome. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Not convinced it will happen, but you just never know. So that's been, I guess I told you what I'm going to do up there. The next thing that I want to do is make use of, how many stacks of saplings have I got now? 15 full stacks of saplings. So I want to make a well, biogas engine obviously uses the biogas, but is it a fermenter? So it's just 3 copper and 1 tin. Use this to make myself a heap of bronze. Because I need bronze gears, and bronze gears need stone gears, right? Didn't even get that far. Yep, stone gears, okay. Sick of this. Because, yeah, I want to make... well, I want to make use of all of this excess stuff that I have. And the best way to do that, yeah, is to make the forestry fermenter, and to ferment all the tree leaves. And once all the tree leaves are fermented, I can then make use of all of the rest of the good stuff that I have, like the lasers and stuff like that, running them on biofuel. Or I could maybe even go the next step in the process and make like bioethanol out of it. So you're a machine, so you will go upstairs. You're a forestry machine, so I'm going to throw you there. Now you need fertilizer. So that's made with 2 sand and a piece of apatite. heaps of appetite, I know that. $32. Perfect. So if I throw you in there, now I need saplings, and then I need water. Obviously saplings. Got that. Now I need water. Water for the next recipe. Obviously I have a bucket of water. I need at least a couple more buckets of water though, so I would like to, if time permits, and I think that it will. I think it's called a reservoir. It's an Ender IO item. What we're going to do is we're going to go mod, scroll down to Ender IO, and I found out a trick from Vagram, which is awesome. That if you hold down Shift and left click, it automatically puts down the bottom here the mod that you're looking for. Fused quartz frame, fused quartz. Why can I not see it? Reservoir, there we go. The recipe for that is just quite clear glass around a cauldron. So I need 4 of those. So that's going to be 32. So if I put that in there, that should cook half of it at a time and should come out as quite clear glass. Okay, why are you on furnace mode? Sorry, we want all smelting, which makes it into quite clear glass. Only cooks one at a time now, and it cooks much more quickly. And then we need cauldrons. So 4 cauldrons. Should have just grabbed a stack. Let's make sure I've got this right first before I go and make a whole lot of stuff I'm not going to be able to use. So okay, each one makes 2, so there we go. So I only need half as many. Beautiful things these are. What did I do wrong? It says it works with regular Minecraft glass as well. Or is it just that... I'm wondering if maybe this Tinker table can't do it. I have heard there are some recipes that Tinker tables don't work properly with. Now I'm really confused. Ah, so they each need 1 block of fused quartz at the top. Okay, so that's 8 pieces of quartz. Let's give that a whack. So I knew there was something more to it that I was doing wrong. It's always something. Okay, 1 top, 1 bottom. Wish the nether wasn't so dangerous. So what I'm going to do with this is if I place this I'm going to place this on the roof. So then there's going to be another two that are going to come underneath that. It's going to be a bit ugly, but that will allow me to run the pipes in a way that is better. So that joins up now, so I put 2 buckets in. You see it automatically fills itself. Hopefully. No, I can't. Done. I'll have to deal with that later. But now if I run some Ender IO fluid conduits, where are you, fluid? Pressurized fluid, Ender fluid. Regular fluid, which is what we want, is quite clear glass and conduit binder. So I know I made up a bunch of that stuff. There we go. Now that's fantastic because I can grab this, and if we look here, there's no water. If we look here, there's no water. And I shift right click, it goes to export mode where it pushes water out. That's now full of water, and this is now filling up with water. Now once this thing fills up with water, it is only some power away from working. And I think you know, I have what it takes to make the power. It's not going to take very much power, I just need a bucket. Where is my Buildcraft wrench? Didn't I make one of those? Now I'm not sure what's going on. I'll check though just to make sure that this isn't an API issue, because I've heard this sometimes happens. Yes, it was an API issue. Okay, what that basically means is that forestry, I had RF forestry originally, and I got rid of it because it wasn't being updated as much as I would like. But with the new version of Buildcraft, it's actually going to be moving the new version of Buildcraft is actually going to be moving to RF power itself, and it looks like forestry might have already done that because the RF connection worked but the Buildcraft connection itself did not. So yeah, that's going to run for a little while. It's going to be my reservoir to keep things full of water. How are we doing? 1/3 of a bucket. So basically as soon as I can, I'm going to replace this engine with the biogas engine we saw earlier. This one, which is just another whole lot of bronze, which is easy. And it is going to make massive amounts of power for this thing. And those massive amounts of power are going to make it produce lots. And then I'm going to use more of the biogas engines to run my quarry, because it's just easy. And that's what I want. I want easy. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you're enjoying where it's continuing from. Yeah, stay tuned for next time, where I will update you on the progress of this little system here. And I will also update you on how I'm going with my little Thorncraft setup. Until next time, thanks for watching. Astocky out.